think about identity?
Well, for me, I think identity is who you are basically when no one is watching.
Okay.
So, for instance, myself, I'm the most confident person. Like, I'm Beyonce. Let me just tell you. But you're not even Beyonce. Beyonce.
Beyonce.
When no one is watching.
The only one.
Exactly. But funny enough, I actually tend to be a very quiet person when I'm by myself. I don't know about you, but when I'm by myself, I tend to be a very quiet person. That's why I'm very outgoing when I'm with you guys or whatever. But by myself, I'm very quiet. I love my own space. Nothing too hectic.
For me, I think that when I'm by myself, I am quiet, courageous. I feel like whatever hits me in that moment, that's what I'll be, as long as I'm feeling comfortable in that
element.
Yeah. So then, if in that moment I'm feeling like I need to dance, just like you said, if I'm feeling like I need to
Dance.
to enjoy my presence and just that's who I am basically.
I can say I am still trying to get to like be comfortable with who I am, because most of the times, a lot of young people are struggling out there. I was also one of those that were struggling to just define who I am. I always allow people to identify me or describe me. I never really knew who I was, but now I'm getting to know who I am. So it's very important for your personality to be.
So now the thing is, you say when you said you are still identifying like who you are and whatever, do you think it ever ends, like getting to know yourself? Because I personally will think that, or I personally think that I'm still getting to know myself. Okay, when I'm by myself or whatever, I still feel like there's so much I don't know. I've gotten to this age, but there's still so much I don't know about myself. And then when I find out, I'm like, oh wow, you could actually do this before. Wow.
So what I feel like, nobody truly finds itself completely, Like there's no way you can say, okay, I am this, I am that, I am this, and I know for sure this is what I am. Okay. You slowly find yourself as you grow, because you don't stop growing. That's the thing. So as you grow, you find yourself, you know yourself better and better in different environments, in different situations, different challenges. That's the thing. Yeah.
Fair enough.
And like listen, like there's never an ending to knowing who you are, because every time you discover new things about yourself, and sometimes the environment that you are in, maybe the people that you surround yourself with, parents, friends, they help you discover who you are sometimes.
True.
But that should not allow us to be defined by people. We should first of all know who we are before anyone else can tell us who we are.
Alright.
Okay.
Yes.
And what do you think about the importance, or maybe I should say something.
Importance of what?
Identity.
Importance of what?
Sorry guys. The importance.
Okay, the importance of identity.
Yes.
Identity.
Obviously, it's the topic.
No, because you have to finish. You have to finish. I'm also lost. Definitely, I'm also lost.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyway,
The importance of identity, guys.
I think the importance will basically run down from what Amazing said. You know how she said we shouldn't let other people define who we are or whatever. So I think the importance of identity is basically being rooted in who you are and making sure that you're unshakable.
Yeah.
Because there are times when you're faced with people or a person who will make you doubt your personality or your characteristics, and now you want to switch it up for them, which I find very disturbing. It happens to a lot of people. I won't say that me, I'm unchangeable or whatever. It's really happened to me. I don't know if it hasn't happened to you, but I've encountered situations where someone will make me be something I'm not, and that's not my character. You get what I'm saying?
So what you're trying to say is just stay firm. And
Yeah, I think that's
be
basically the
rooted in
importance.
what you know you are.
Yeah, that's the importance.
For me, I feel like the importance is also being firm and knowing who you are, and just believing in yourself. Even if you are surrounded by so many intimidating people, you should be able to believe in yourself and just know that, okay, even if these people can do this, these people you think they're better than me, just not, okay, I can do better. And yeah.
Alright.
And for me, how I feel, why it's important for one to know themselves, because it helps you, like Kundu said, it helps you to know who you are, what you want to do in life, and people won't usually push you around. When you know yourself, it's not easy for people to push you around, like tell you what to do at any time or anyhow they feel like, because if you don't know who you are, anyone can easily push you, anyone can easily influence you to do something that you don't want to do, because you don't know yourself. But if you know yourself, someone can't force you to come into something you don't want to do. So
That's very true.
So, like with regards to, I'll have another question. I know, how does one remember their identity or maintain that, okay, this is who I am regardless of where I am. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because there are times, for instance, myself, when I just first started university, I really wanted to fit in so bad. And I forgot about who I am because I wanted to fit in. You see what I'm saying? So now, how does one stay stable, unshaken, in whatever environment they're in? Or is it inevitable for them to just change?
I feel like it's not easy to stay and just be who you are, you know. Like, especially if you're weak-minded. Not that anybody is weak-minded, but they are. I'm weak-minded. If you are weak-minded and you are in a situation where you've always wanted to do that, but then where you're coming from, your parents never allowed you to do such things.
Right. That's
So then, if you are weak-minded, you easily lose yourself and follow that. But then, if you are not, you withdraw and stay in the right position. That's what I think.
But wait, don't you think that's contradicting yourself?
Okay.
Because you said it's something that you want to do when your parents aren't there. However, that's still your identity, right?
True.
Because it's something you want to do, but you're contained. So does that mean you're losing yourself or what?
You know, I feel like if you're doing what you've always wanted to do, you're not losing yourself. You're just finding yourself more.
Okay, right.
Because then if your parents restrict you from doing what you want to do, you're not finding yourself. You're restricted from being who you are.
I'm trying to think. So while you girls were talking,
I'm
no, not really a powerful point. I'm trying to understand what your question was.
How does one maintain their identity that they have regardless of the environment they're in? It could be at work, it could be at school, regardless. How do you maintain your identity? Or do you just change for a certain point in time and then that infuses into your identity? Or you just say, no, this is how I am, this is how people know how I am. You're so rigid to change.
I mean, one has to be flexible.
Alright.
Yes. Let me take for instance, like me. Naturally, I'm like a noisemaker.
Alright.
Yes. When I'm at home, but when I'm at my place of work, like everyone is loud, and also I can't also, bring that loudness. Or at least I have to, like, for lack of a better term, I have to, like, tone it down a bit and just try to fit in with what everyone is doing, because everyone is noisy.
Straight facts.
You end up looking as though like, wait, and so sometimes it's good to be flexible. When you go to a quiet place, try and change. Because I can't just say because I'm a quiet person, because I like being alone and I shouldn't be around people.
Oh, okay.
So we should be flexible.
Guys, why are you listening to this?
Powerful.
Okay, so
Gosh.
Talking about family, how do you think family can help us to stay true to ourselves?
Okay. Wow. No pressure. But okay, I feel like family impacts identity in both a negative and positive way. I'll say, because a positive way can be the confidence that you have.
okay,
Your family has told you you're very beautiful, or they've told you, you're very articulate. Or, there's just certain characteristics about you that your family praises you for. But then negatively, they may be attacking or addressing your insecurities or something that is part of your identity that you're not necessarily comfortable about, but you're still trying to know and still trying to embrace that part of your identity. But your family will be like, no, act like your friend. Have you ever been like, in school, how
Being compared to someone.
if you fail in something, there's a friend that's 10 brains. Like,
yeah,
even if my friend had 10 brains, it's me. That's how I
exactly. That's how I operate.
Exactly. But you see, that also brings someone down to say, okay, maybe I'm not good enough. And then you start like questioning your identity to say, okay, since I'm not good enough, let me, like lower myself or do something, which is really bad.
Yeah.
And then there are also times when, sorry, I'm blubbering, but there are also times when, parents, there's so much that they have learned from their generation that has also come into our generation, but not necessarily fits into our generation. Take for instance, let's say parties. Okay, there've always been parties since way back.
Yeah.
But
Then the way we do
different kind. Yeah.
So now imagine you're going to ask your mom or dad, say, can I go for a party? I'll be back at 02. Which parent is that?
Which parent?
You see what I'm saying?
Sleep well.
Yeah, exactly. Go and sleep there. But you find people in our generation will be more relaxed about it and tell the kids, okay, if you're going to come back at 02, just keep me posted.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's a 50-50 thing. That's what I think. I don't know.
Okay.
Well, I also think it's a 50-50 thing. But then again, I just feel some families, because, you know, being around young people, I'm a young person myself, I've been around different kinds of young people. And I feel when it comes to education, families are not really supportive in helping you doing what you want to do or doing you. But they always want you to do what they think is right, best for you.
True.
And we end up seeing young people lost. Find someone, maybe they paid for them to go and do meditation.
And so the person wants to be a DJ.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, so when it comes to careers, some parents are not really supportive in helping you.
That's right.
To discover you or be you or doing you. They like imposing. So it just depends on the family that you're coming from.
For me, I feel like 50-50. It's always good, it's always bad, because parents help us. Parents also discourage us in different ways without even knowing. Some parents restrict children from going out and just having fun, which is bad. Like the generation that we're in and the way we're growing up. If you see instead of ending, okay, let me say like this. If you see your friend going out and having fun, the least parents can do is not restrict the child completely. The least you can do is like, okay, you can go out for a movie.
What are you going to do?
What are you
to make us
I'm telling
understand?
you, because they're going to lose us. Alright.
I wasn't losing myself. And you need to help them. If they do something wrong, you need to not whip them just like the olden days. You need to listen to what they're saying, like, okay, why did you do this? Why did you go out? Why did you smoke? Why did you do this? So that you understand where your child is coming from. That's what I think.
Maybe just to, I don't know, I'm not trying to attack you, but I'm not trying to attack you. Like, you know, the reason why some parents are strict on their kids is because we don't know who we are. Like, every time you see your friends maybe going out, you also want to tag along. You don't know what you're going to do there, but just because your friends want to go and you feel like, okay, mommy, I also want to go out. But when they ask you, what are you going to do there? You don't know. You're just going to have fun. What kind of fun are you going to have?
Amazing is coming from a point of view. You know, I'm feeling the pain.
I mean, we should try and be real. That's why my parents are strict out there. Because for me, my parents are not that strict. Because every time I'm going out, they know my daughter's going to do this out. I always explain to them. I don't do things just because my friend is doing it. Most of the times when I'm going out, it's either I'm going for a shoot and I'll be coming back home late. So they always know. But if I'm always saying no, I'm going to do. What is going to do?
True.
No,
we
we're just
want
going to
to
stand
know.
in the man
What?
She's lost, she already doesn't know who she is, and then she's found with this person who I don't even know.
I understand.
It's you, obviously.
To be honest, I feel like that is also another factor. Okay, but think of it this way: I had a friend whose dad was in the army. So you already know the army is wild in the wildies. So now, listen. So now the thing is, her dad was very strict, but she was a very open child to say, this is what I'm going to do, this and this and this. It's just that the parents weren't too understanding. It's not that they didn't fully trust her, they just weren't too understanding. You see what I'm saying? I'm not like contradicting your point fully. I'm just trying to put it in a different scenario. And then now the thing is, her being too open about it, the dad was trying to infuse his identity into hers. He didn't want to understand her identity. So now that's another thing, goes back to the question of how the parents like or family you feel like how they contribute to your identity. I feel like sometimes family, they want to infuse their characteristics. We grow up from what we've seen. You see what I'm saying? You find yourself from the things that you like and the things that you don't like.
Yeah.
Okay? So now from there, what do you guys like?
Farida.
Whoa.
Okay, host, my name is amazing. She's Kundu, she's Zoe. I'm saying their names because, you know, say it. I'm sure some of you, you are itching to comment. So go on our Facebook page right now, Kamni TV. Send us your comments, send us your contributions. What do you think about identity? Why do you think identity is important? Why should one know themselves? Now that we got that one covered, we got that out of the way, because what have yours to be part and parcel of the whole thing.
Wow.
So ladies, we're still talking about identity. Now let's go to career.
Did you actually hear my thoughts? Because that's what I was thinking.
No, I didn't hear
She
that.
copied my thoughts.
No, I didn't hear that.
Okay.
So, okay, what about career?
in terms of knowing what you want to do, do you think it's easy to come out to say, okay, this is what I want to do, especially for those that want to be in the entertainment industry? We know it's not an easy industry, so parents are so much against. So much against. So now let's talk about it.
All right.
Okay. Deeply.
With regards to the entertainment industry, have you ever seen someone who has a passion, actually they want to draw? Then
I've seen.
they say, the parents say, where's drawing going to take you? Or someone says, I want to be a presenter. The family member, yeah, where are you going to talk? You see what I'm saying? That's part of someone's identity.
Yeah.
But I feel like they won't have enough confidence, or the confidence won't be built much from the family in regards to that career. So you'll find the person now going into other things that they don't want to do.
Just for pleasing.
Thanks.
Have you ever been in that situation where you want to do something and then your parents are like, not in our house, do that? Have you ever been in that situation?
Kind of. I wouldn't say I have. I wouldn't say.
Yeah, say. Imagine we don't have to go and beat
Please pack your things.
I'm telling you.
I don't know whether they're going to amazing place or photo place.
Actually, I was in a situation where I really wanted to do mascom, all this television thing, and I also love law. I also love mascom. Like, I've always seen, like, ever since I was a child, I always see myself on TV, present. If it's not reading the news, it's me acting. If it's not me acting, it's just doing something.
As long as there's a camera involved.
Yeah, okay, me to be honest, sorry to cut you off, but me to be honest, I didn't know what I wanted to do.
For
Bro, for the longest time. That's what do you want from the time I was there? What do you want to be when you grow up? Me, I just said I want to work in an office. That's what I knew.
Some girl one at the school that I used to go, what do you want to be?
And you
I want to be a mother.
yeah, but it's a job. But still, it's like you just don't know. And then you know the pressure comes more when you're getting older. People are now looking at you and I mean, time has come. What are you going to do?
Anyway, these things come with aging.
Yeah,
True. So yeah, that's what I always wanted to do. So then I told I used to tell my brother, very big inspiration.
Wow.
Shout out.
Shout out to
Shout out to you, bro.
So then I used to tell him, like, okay, this is what I want, this is what I've always done. At some point, during my grade 12, I was like, okay, fine, this is what I'm doing mascom, I'm doing public relations, this is what I'm going to do. Then I told my parents, and they're like, what do you think? Don't you just think you should stick to law? I'm like, under public relations, under mascom, there's no money, you know, with this economy, you never know what happens. This is what I really want. Then they're like, you know what, instead of doing that, do media law.
You know what I like? She's actually changing voices.
You can actually tell who was saying that, who was saying what.
You know, it's important. They need to know, guys. They need to know who the character is. It's the dad.
No, I'm following.
Yeah, we're following.
So then, instead of discouraging, my parents are actually very supportive. Instead of discouraging me, my mom then went, okay, since you really like media and you really like law, just mix it up.
Oh, just mix it.
Yeah, so then, actually right now I'm doing law at Bunza, and
I know, she's just so happy.
I can't take it. You know, she's changing the voice changer.
So do you know who was saying what? Who was saying what? At least you can even create pictures in your head.
I'm creating a picture. Okay,
right now I'm actually doing law.
How are you finding it?
I'm finding it very nice because I've always wanted to do it. It's not like I've never wanted to do it. I've always wanted to do it, and I always see myself as a lawyer. And I also see myself doing public
relations.
English.
I know. It
came on your body.
That way. So I've always wanted to do that. So when I'm done with law and I still have time, I will do that public relations.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Well, for me, it's very interesting actually. Very, very, very interesting. You know, when I was growing up, I always wanted to be like a model. Okay, I knew I wanted everything that has to do with the cameras, but I just thought, okay, magazines, maybe I just want to pose for the camera and all. I never saw myself like talking, but I just saw myself working with the cameras. I didn't know what food was. And then, you know, dad one day sat me down and like, Mom, they asked me questions. What is modeling? what do you think modeling is about? What do you understand about modeling? And I didn't have any answers. I didn't have any answers. And then Dad now started telling me like, okay, modeling is about this, it's about that. So when I looked at my height, I was like, this is not working.
It's failed.
Like it's not going to work. It's not going to work. And in due time, you know, they are the ones that actually helped me to even discover what I wanted to be, even though they never really wanted me to do it, but they always knew, okay, this girl, I was growing up as a shy girl, but every time you put me in front of people, I would always, you know, speak out confidently. Immediately I'm done talking, I just go back to my self being, you know, quiet and all. So people always knew like, okay, this girl is meant for TV. So they would always encourage me to do things that has to do with the cameras, encourage me to do shows and all, even though at some point I just felt like, okay, let me just quit and give up. But I thank God, even for the team that we have here at Camit, it has been so helpful. You know, the boys been pushing me, no, you can do this, you can do this. And I'm fine, I'm doing it. Oh, sorry.
Alright, so you the viewers, parents, I hope you're listening. Please be very supportive of your children, nieces, whatever it is. Please be very supportive. And you as well, as a young person, please know who you are. Know yourself. Don't be influenced by anyone or everyone. They'll sway you in different directions, and it's so bad. Trust me, like we've been there. So please stay safe, be you, do you. You know, be confident in who you are. We love you no matter what.
Those are your last comments.
No, why? Okay.
Like,
Why? What's the problem?
we have to go.
No, okay, now.
Yes,
I'm going to miss them so much.
I know, but we have to go.
Okay, but my last remarks, guys, thank you so much for watching. We really love you. We support you in anything that you're doing. Please just be confident. Don't refuse constructive criticism. Okay?
True.
But also be very smart about the choices that you're making. And yeah, I hope that sounds wise enough.
Sounds so serious right now.
Thanks.
As though she's not that extra.
You know, that's what I'm saying. Oh.
Yeah.
And then Zoe, for you, what are your last remarks?
I just feel like always stand your ground, always know what you want, where you're going, and don't be easily influenced by your surrounding, because it's not easy to control yourself, but just try. I know you can do this. Yeah. Yeah.
It sounds like a mother right now who's encouraging her daughter or son. You can do this. Well, my last remarks would be discover who you are, know what you enjoy doing, do what you love doing, always do you. Don't let the environment change you, but be flexible to learn, because learning is the only way that we can discover. Okay, it's actually one of the ways that can help us to discover who we want to be, who we are, and yeah, always do you, always be you. Don't allow the environment to change you. Don't allow people's opinions, comments define who you are. Always do you, be you. This has been amazing, Katamada.
Put the patience.
Zoe Changufu.
This is where we sign out. See you guys next week, same time, same place. We love you.
Bye.